until when you get married. You can come back, then we talk about it. Until then, mi ò fẹ́ gbọ́ nǹkankan.
Marriage? Is that the only thing you talk about?
Yes!
Maybe if you did something else asidely for your husband and kids, you will know that marriage isn't
everything. Bó ṣe máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà náà nìyẹn. Bó ṣe máa ń sọ nìyẹn, look at you. Ayé ò pé o, and it's incomplete, and you don't know it.
No, it isn't. But marriage isn't everything. Sister, you're married. Look at you, but you don't work.
Kí ló ṣe mí?
The only thing you do is sit in the house, rub powder, eat, sleep, go to church. And you think all this is fun for Uncle Jaye? For someone who claims to love you so much, he hardly stays in the house. All he does is go on business trips. Because he has too much of you, he has to take you in small doses.
Within the first 3 minutes, that happens. Auntie Dopsy leaves upset and in tears, and she just goes back to the city she lives in, and the episode continues. Later on, we see Tiwa's boss, this new lady.
Mine was delivered
and it couldn't stay in the reception? What, did you think it would get lonely?
Ma.
Don't worry. I'll pity you this time, since you've already been fined. But it's shocking. A former head of programming? You've broken so many rules since I've been here. No wonder you resigned.
Her acting's just so slow and paced. Are you upset? Are you happy? Are you angry? Give me some kind of facial expression. Anything. Anyway, I digress. Tiwa's new boss, whatever her name is, sends Tiwa to a conference somewhere in Nigeria, and Tiwa meets this man called Fabrice Ewick something sha. She meets this guy, and well,
hello.
well, that escalated quickly. Our dear Tiwa has a one-night stand, should I say. What? I mean, come on, people. Come on. Now, like, I actually don't mind the fact she had a one-night stand, which is, for me personally, I'm celibate, I don't believe in sex before marriage, which is like, cool, that's my prerogative. Great. If you're gonna have a one-night stand, that's your prerogative. Fine. It doesn't bother me that she slept with this man. What bothers me is that she slept with him, and our dear Mide is just there waiting for her. I mean, and there's Nathan. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. She's doing her thing. Okay, cool. Tiwa 2.0, new year, new you. You've got all these men around you. But, I mean, Fabrice, whatever. When there's Mide, to be fair, this new guy's actually good looking. This Ivorian man that came on the scene, he's actually good looking. But, mate, but Mide. Anyways, as long as she doesn't get with me, I just hope that before the end of this season, Fabrice comes and scatters her life because it was out of order the way she slept with him. When Mide's there, I hope Mide moves on. And I even hope that when he moves on, he genuinely moves on to Hadiza. Because Hadiza's actually been after him for time. I was about to call her Jennifer. Tiwa, she even loves Mide, but she's just playing hard to get. And when you're playing games like that, I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work out. Everything just scatters. So I'm genuinely hoping that Mide moves on to Hadiza, because Tiwa's crossed the line that she shouldn't have crossed by breaking his heart. It's just, well, we shall see in it, because the way this episode even ended, something's about to go down.
I don't know how to say this, but babes, there's a scandal brewing, and I really, really need you to be calm.
I'm calm now. Tell me what's going on, or should I go on in the cage and check?
So what do you guys think? I've read online that some people believe that this guy maybe heads up a rival station, and he's just here to scatter their lives and just tarnish their brand name. I've also read that maybe he's Mide's boss, even though Mide doesn't have a boss. But I don't know. I've read that he's a competitor maybe, or see, what gets me about this episode that no one's really picked up on online from on Instagram or on Twitter is the fact that when Shalewa asked the question, did you use protection? Or I hope you've used protection. Tiwa didn't answer the question, you know.
But I hope you use protection before you now come and born French baby.
Shut up there.
Okay, now, at least. Just I hope you use protection.
Because if you did, you'd be like, of course I did. Of course I used protection. But she didn't answer the question. So, my theory is Tiwa either gets an STD or she gets pregnant before the end of the series. And if she does, people, I said it here first. You heard it here first. I said it. But yeah, to be honest, if I ignore the fact that Midday was actually in the picture, even though they weren't together, just to clarify, they're not together, just to clarify, I actually wouldn't be bothered at the fact that she slept with Fabrice because she's a grown woman. She's not married. She's not in a committed relationship. She doesn't owe anyone anything. But there's so many people on the internet that are crying like, how could she do that? She has no standards. She has no morals. And it's like, what's your own? Is she your wife? Are you married to her? What's your problem? Let the girl live. Let the woman live. But yeah. Anyways, whether you agree that it was good for her to get her groove on, or if you think it was wrong for her to sleep with Fabrice, then comment below and we shall see what happens in the next episode of Skinny Go in Transit. Until then,